All right, today we have Anna Glowacz again, and we're going to be talking about all the changes that the collective is going to be going through in 2022. Anna, it's good to see you again. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, Michael. Hello, everyone. It's nice to see you again.
And we're all kind of experiencing some inner changes, and I've shared with you recently, feeling a lot of changes inside, a need to, change my diet, and we're changing on the inside, and it's also changing our outer world as well. And I know that you're very intuitive and you have some information about 2022.
Yeah, I do actually. The changes actually are occurring as we speak right now. And we've got a couple of sunblasts on our sun now, and we feel the energy coming to the earth, especially Friday, Saturday, and Sundays were those days when these energies were really, really strong. That's why, for example, we've got that volcano eruption that was the result of those energies and of those blasts that came from our sun. So as you see, those energies not only have an impact on our bodies which are changing, they're changing the structure. We made more place for the light to be in, so we might get the cold, we might cough, we might sneeze, because we need to make a space in our body for this light to come in. So there is a lot of changing that is going to happen in 2022, which I want to talk about today. And I'm actually looking forward to those changes, because even if we do not see the result of that energy that is coming now, like the next day or the week after, it is changing everything. So we will be seeing those results in about months, or maybe the big results in the beginning of the 2023. But the all changes or energies will be changing in the 2022. And now we got those couple of blasts from the sun, but then on the 21st of January, there will be a 6th wave of light. And this wave is going to start the process of the ascension in those who's been fully awakened since 2016. If you are ready and if you are fully awakened, then you can expect that you will start the process of the ascension on a 6th wave of light, which means the 21st of January this year. This process will end in a 7th wave, which is going to occur in the end of this year. And those who will get past that process will transform to the 5-dimensional being. And those will be leading us afterwards, and have as a first ones, they will have contact with the other species like Pleiadians, Arcturians, Andromedans, and kind of beings like that with the higher dimensions, who will give them the information, and they can pass this information on. Also, because of them and because of those contacts with those individuals at the beginning, all the technology that is already here and has already been built, it's going to be started to they're going to start introduce it in Earth. By the cosmic law, no other civilization can actually give us a technology, like for example, medbeds. Right. They cannot give it to us. They need to know that we do understand what that technology is, how it works. So if they gave us tachyon beds, for example, tachyon energy med beds, and then we don't know how to use it, we don't know how this energy works, how can we use it properly if we don't know the product? But do not worry, because there were several people around the world that got the information from their souls how to do it.
Right.
And they already built it. So those medbeds are just, you know, waiting now for the space to clean up on the earth and all the dark and shadow side, you know, going on a side or weakening all the time, because now we are actually, I'm gonna tell you about in a second, just finish this topic. So the technology we are waiting for is already here. We just need to make the space for this technology to be introduced to Earth and introduced to people. So the year 2022 is going to be like very big changes, not only by the energy, but also in us. It's going to be hard year as well. Imagine that those high level of lights and energy that will be coming from the central sun of the galaxy all the time. Like once they're going to be very intense, then they will give us like a couple of days of rest, and they will shoot us again with the light. It's going to be very, very high vibration, love vibration. Some of us who, especially those who are still in a 3D consciousness mind, they will be feeling like, what is going on? Because they do not know the unconditional love vibration, and they won't know how to live with it. Like the all masks that we put on our faces, like we try to act someone who we are not, they're gonna collapse because people won't be able to lie anymore. And with those love vibrations, so it's going to be, you're just gonna go to your neighbor and he's gonna tell you straight away in your face what he's thinking about you, because he won't be able to lie anymore.
Right.
So that will cause us some trouble as well.
I love that.
So,
yeah.
So that's how the old truth is going to start to come out.
Right.
I seen the memo one day when the Rapish Gray asks about another Rapish Gray. I mean the Grays, the UFO Grays.
Right.
Why people are, you know, do not speak with each other telepathically? And the other one responses and say, because they've got too much to hide.
Exactly.
So now all of it will be coming like openly. So for many of us, this year will be difficult because we will need to learn how to live in those very, very high vibration comparing to ones we had before. Yeah.
Right.
So it is a lot ahead of us.
Yeah, and I've been sharing with the people on my channel, all of our family, that I'm already feeling, you know, changes as well, and you know, feeling it. You know, it could be many different things, but you know, definitely like just looking around at the world and feeling like, you know, like don't even belong here, like we're from somewhere else. But but yeah, I'm already feeling the changes myself, and the changes inside my body, and then you know, reflecting outwards to the outer world. But you know, definitely feeling a shift already.
Yeah, it is shifting, but as I said in our last video, it's like a process. Our body wouldn't be able to cope with it if it's going to be like 1 week change or 1 day change. It is not possible for our body to change, you know, so much in a short period of time. That's why it is a process on a global scale. It is also a process for the whole civilization, isn't it? Because we need to like jump over the programs that we've been kind of watching the telly all the time. We've been programmed all the time. And now when the old truth is gonna slowly come out, and more and more and more of it, those people who were so deeply stuck in those programs, they just they will have this moment of the consternation that, oh my gosh, what is going on? What is the truth now and what is the lie? And they will feel confused. It will be a big confusion. Plus those energies of the unconditional love, they will be pushing them to go to the light. And for us, for light workers, star children, or whatever we want to name us, it is important thing to, what it is the most important thing to do for us is to be light. We need to be light, because if we are going to be a light, then we kind of spread this light around us. And those who are appearing by us, near us, yeah, just passing by or see us or speak to us, they are grabbing this light. They are actually, it's like you are the bubble of light. And if somebody is coming over and just want to hold you, you are grabbing him into your light. So he's in your light at this moment. So, and he can feel it. It is the time that the people will feel that light. But also the most important thing is that we cannot make any pressure on people who do not want to wake up. And I just want to tell you why. In 2016, every single soul make a decision if she wants to go into the 5th dimension in this incarnation, or she is not. So every soul, every single soul that lives on earth right now already decided 6 years ago what she's gonna do. So now she's just walking onto the path of the soul that the soul decided, and many people will awaken in 2022. It's going to be 40% of the population. This is a huge amount. So we won't be feeling so alone anymore by the end of this year.
Right.
We feel like right now. But those people, those 40% of the human civilization will feel lost at the beginning. So we will need to guide them. We need to tell them the truth. We need to tell them what we already know, what we learned through the years that we've been awakened already. So it is going to be really important. And many people asking me, so, okay, so do not put the pressure. So if the soul already chosen, why is it all happening around us? While we've been in lockdowns and, you know, that stuff is going on? And then I'm gonna ask you a question. Do you think that if the Creator allowed the, I don't know, the Third World War, yeah, and the bombs are going to fall down from the sky, and that's how he is gonna allow those souls that do not choose the 5th dimension to get out from this world? It's not fair, because many of us who decided to go to the 5th dimension might be in the middle of the war, yeah, and get hurt and die, for example. So actually, those souls got the gate from Creator when they can, by their free will, choose where they will go, even if they are not aware of what they are doing. This is the gate for them, and this is the plan for the souls who do not choose the 5th dimension. So this is actually, it's quite important for us to understand that all that is happening, it is the big plan of the Creator.
Right.
And the dark side, as well as the light side, they both important to play this plan along. But the light already won, and it is actually, even we can feel it in the astral plane. The astral plane is being cleaned in about almost 1.5 weeks now. It is lots of light coming into the astral plane. So all the demons, lizards, reptilians, and other species that used to live there and try to grab and steal the energy from human beings. They are being like cleaned out because the higher vibration of the astral plane is not allowing them to live there anymore. It's actually like the space around the planet that we are going up. It's like the pear shape. It's like you've got pear. Like a year ago, we've been on a place when those low vibration of the astral plane allow them to feed on our energy.
Right.
As we are going more up and more light is coming, they won't be able to do that any longer. So I think this clinic is going to take maybe like a month now from now, and it should be pretty clean over there. So we should start feeling better as well. And then everyone need to clean themselves from every connection they've got, just to make sure you are clean, and get rid of it, because nothing else is gonna come back, because it doesn't have the place to come back from, because
right.
the astral plane will be clean.
Right.
So this is happening, and we've got that 6th wave of light, which is gonna start in a 21st of January. Would be a shaking experience for everybody. So just hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on hardly.
Yeah.
And also the thing is that we are going to be ending the 26,000 cycle on a 22nd of January 2022. So we will be actually going into the new era cycle on the end of February. It's like we usually, like, if you draw the line, and we usually go like up 27,000 years and then down 27,000 years, and now we are here. So on a 13,000 years, it's been a Lemuria and Atlantis, and they got the chance to ascend, but they didn't use that chance. That's why the Lemuria and Atlantis collapsed.
Right.
And now we are here. So now we've got 26,000 years to go up. So this is the golden age we are getting into. And the first 1,000 years of the new cycle is always the best ones. So yay! We are getting there.
Yeah.
So we are going to approach many changes in this year, and I feel that many of us who actually have a higher level of sensation, the energy, can feel that. Like me, for example, I've got days when I've got so much energy that I can, clean up the house in 1 hour and then do the run, and I don't know what to do because I've got so much energy.
Right.
And another day I am waking up and I'm just like, oh, I am not getting up at all. And it's like all day, like someone withdrawn all energy from me. So they are ups and downs at the moment. And the Schumann.
For me, I've seen the changes myself. Like, like I always share with my audience that I used to drink coffee all the time. In the past month, I haven't drank coffee in a month. My heart is like just going all day long. I find it difficult to wind down, and I'm just like going all day long. I'm noticing a change in the way that I eat. I've been eating more fruits and vegetables. Like in the past, I really didn't eat much fruit because of the sugar content and, how I used to train and everything. But I am seeing a lot of changes in myself already. And, now, because like I feel like my vibration changed, my whole world around me is now different. And I feel like, where am I? Yeah.
That's because when you decide that you do not want to belong to the 3D dimension, to the 3rd dimension of consciousness, actually, and you are going higher and higher, It's like the manifestation of your thoughts, which you are sending from your heart chakra, are creating the space for you where you can grow and go up, and up level your soul. Yeah.
Right.
And so now what you are experiencing is probably heart chakra opening, because or they're trying to block it, because it's been a time that they are trying to block the heart chakra. But those are also symptoms of the heart chakra opening. When it's opening quite quickly, it can cause, some troubles which we might feel physically in the body as well. And I think that if we are more sensitive to the energies, we also kind of grab the energy from other people, like from the or civilization.
Right.
So if something bad is happening in one place in the world, and we by television see that, we also kind of connect to this. And also our space is filled out automatically with the low vibration energy coming from that sad people who lost their houses because there was a fire. There were fires. Yeah, now we've got that volcano. Hopefully, as far as we know, not many lives has been lost. But the people are afraid. Even if they didn't lose their lives, they were terrified of what's happened. So we can sense that energy as well, because this energy is actually filling the space around us.
Right.
We are the multidimensional beings, so we can feel everything.
Yeah.
And higher we go, we will be feeling more and more and more. We will be seeing more and more and more.
Right.
And the crucial part of us seeing more will be the solar flare from the central sun of the galaxy. As far as I know at the moment, it will be a moment when it will be a time. So this is my lack of English.
No.
It will be a couple of hours when it happened, when every single human being will see multidimensional. So we will see all dimensions. And this is going to cause mass awakening, because many people, if you go to someone and you just tell them about the energy, how this world actually look like, how it works, who we are, they just looking at you like, oh, you're just crazy. Give me a proof. Give me a proof. Yeah, we hear that all the time. Give me a proof. Show me. And that's what Creator is going to do. He's going to show them. And
it almost feels like I'm living in two worlds at the same time, and every aspect.
Yes, you are.
Huh?
Yeah. Because you are at the moment. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So every aspect of my life, it could be I always say people, things, and situations. Could be about a person. It could be about a situation. Right. I almost feel like I'm living in two worlds. And, I always share authentically, like I'm going through this, and I hope that others are hearing this message and they feel like they're crazy right now and they don't know what they're doing. But I literally feel like, there's two worlds playing out. And,
you got two options to choose, because you can choose from the programs that you learn for 30 years of your life. Yeah.
Right.
And your decision can be based on those. Or you can choose from your heart and do something that nobody is suspecting you are going to do, but you are feeling that this is what you should do and this is what you want to do.
Right.
This is the most important thing, that at this moment, we need to be the light, and we need to love ourselves. We need to do everything for ourselves, because we need to be happy. If you won't be happy, And if you take the problems of others on your shoulder,
right,
they will be like lowering you. Yeah.
right,
If you, for example, if you go to swim, even the water is heavy, made everything lighter. If you've got one person on your back or two people, then you can maybe still swim, not choking with the water.
right.
But if you grab like 10, 20 people, even more, then you will drown with them.
Right.
So we need to take care about ourselves, and we need to take care of our light we've got within. This is the most important thing. It's, and another, how to explain it? If you go for a walk in the night and you see two roads, one do not have any lights, it's just dark. And the other one have the lanterns, you know, the street lanterns, they point the light, you can see more in there. Which of these roads you will feel safer to go?
Right. Light the way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We are the lanterns. We are the lights of this world. So we need to enlighten ourselves so that people can see this light, so we can enlighten them the way. Do you know what I mean, Mike?
Yeah. I always talk about on my channel to be the lighthouse, right?
Yeah. Oh, exactly.
So
like
yeah,
on the sea. Yeah, on the sea. Yeah.
You know, the lighthouse doesn't go out in the ocean looking for ships. The lighthouse stands strong and it blasts its light out, and the ships see the light and they know where to go. So, you know, that's why when you say like we can't wake anyone up, the lighthouse doesn't go out and, you know, try to get ships. People will see your light and say, oh, wow, I want that. Oh, this person is living this way. This person is not living in fear. They're living in truth, and they will naturally wake up to it, because waking up is free will. Like I know, like you said, like people made their decisions already, and it's a free will decision. So we can't, even though, you know, free will is trying to be manipulated right now, but we can't mess with free will. Every person has their own free will choices. So yeah. Be the lighthouse.
Yeah, be a lighthouse, exactly. But you know what, we also need to remember about another thing, because many people, like a couple of people, when I said that the souls already made decision, asked me, okay, so let's wake them. Do not wake anyone up, do not share the truth, do not speak out. It is not the good way as well, because many souls decided that, for example, Anna Glowacz is going to do interview with Michael, and I'm gonna see it, and this is going to be my spark. And what if I don't do this video with you today, and they don't see it? They've got it in a plan, the soul plan. They've got it that this is how they start to awaken. So we still need to work to give them a chance, because they are waiting for those soul signals that this is the time. It's like a spark. I call it spark of consciousness. And that's why I wrote those books, because they are the spark of consciousness, and they are also include the huge amount of energy in them. So they do awake people by telling the truth and taking them up with their vibration. So if someone is ready and he see the book and he said, oh, I want to read it, this is not from his mind. And I am sure of that. This is from the heart and the soul telling, this is the time for you to read it.
Right.
So that's why I wrote those books, because I knew this is how it's going to work. And I'm not pressuring, I'm not putting any pressure to anyone to read those books, because I know they are going to resonate with them at the point of time when their soul choose to be awakened. And that will be the moment when they actually buy a book or start reading it, or borrow it from someone and start reading it. So it is an impulse of the consciousness. So I am not interrupting free will. by doing videos, by talking a lot, by writing books, because I am not throwing those books to anyone. Okay, read it. You need to read it. No,
Right.
they don't need to do anything. They might want to read it. They might feel they need to read it, like from the bottom of their hearts.
And that's why all of us as light workers, we have to broadcast our light out to the universe, right? We broadcast an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field, and you do great work with your books, and people consume that information. Like on my journey, that's why I say we're the rainbow warriors. We're all different. You're great at writing books. That's not my thing. I make sure I put a video out every day, no matter what, however I'm feeling. I feel like, someone is going to see this. Someone is going through the same thing that I'm going through. And I need to put something out there. And if I said, I learned this even in the beginning, like, it's not so great. You have some self-doubt. Like even on your journey, you started your book, you might say, I don't know if people want to read it or something, but you have to go fight through the self-doubt and just put it out there. That's all you have to do. Plant the seed. And if people are watching today, the seeds that I plant today will not bear fruit today. And each and every one of us as light workers, we have to plant seeds. Anna's planting seeds. I'm planting seeds. We're all planting seeds, and eventually it's going to sprout the new earth. And that's why we just keep sharing, and we put it out to the universe in different forms. That's why, and I'm grateful for those that say that I motivate them to start their journey in sharing. We all do it differently. Anna does it differently than how I do it, right? So I'm doing videos, she writes books, and hopefully people that are watching this message, you will go forth and share your truth in your unique way. And your books are very helpful. We're gonna include those links in the description if you're interested in taking a look at those books. But you're very very intuitive to what's going on, and I know you're in tune with the Schumann resonance, and you see the Schumann resonance continue to rise along with the sun and the galactic center.
Yeah, and it is actually implementing some changes in us. It's like, I used to say that every single vibration is unblocking something in us. So for example, if Schumann resonance jump to 60, let's say 60, this vibration, it's unblocking something in us. If we work through that, next time when the Schumann is on 60, we will be feeling great because we've already worked on that vibration. And then we've got another jumps, like 50, 59, 52, 60, 70, 120. Every single vibration is unblocking something. So if they are repeating and we already work it out, then we are feeling great in those days when Schumann is on 60, Right. But if the Schumann were on 60 like 2 months ago, and we were not ready for the emotion to be seen by us, because this is like you are going back to the emotion even from the past life,
right?
And you're starting to feel them now. So you're like sitting down watching telly, and now Schumann resonance is jumping, and it's like from having a laugh or being like very happy, you're just starting to be sad, and you don't know why you are sad, where those emotions came from. Are they yours or they are not? They are yours. They are yours from the past lives. They are yours from 30 years ago. You need to clear them all before you can go up to the 5th dimension. I don't like need word because it is wrong word, but right. We're supposed to be clean from every low vibration. We cannot fear anything. We need to be aware of who we are, that we are the light and a love being who do not die, because we are the souls that we live internally. we just change the covers that we live in on the planets. Right. So it's like changing the clothes from the wardrobe.
Right.
I'm going to be a trousers this time, so I'm going to be a sock, or it's like that.
Yeah.
And it's all happening in the same time in the universe, because there is no time actually. So I used to say to people that when you're hanging your wardrobe after the washing, you've got like a couple of t-shirts, trousers, skirt, panties, socks, yeah. And just imagine that you are planning all your incarnation and you are hanging those clothes for them to dry, and they all dry in the same time. So you do live multiply incarnations in the same time from the perspective of the universe.
Right.
So we learn all the time. We can even feel when one of our incarnation is actually dying, because this is how she planned it on the other incarnation, that she's gonna die, and we can feel that impulse. And I did have a couple of situation even in my life. Did I told you about that bullet that I got in my head in last
No, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Okay, because in my last incarnation, I was living in a war, Second World War. And I was killed by a soldier, and he shot me into the head. Exactly here, I get the bullet. There's more story into it, but I won't be talking about that.
Right.
In this incarnation, when I was like, let me count, around 13 years old, I was at school and the boys were playing with the metal balls, like the small metal balls. And one of the boys just threw the ball, and I got it hit just right here. And I've got so like a big bump like for a month or two. It was like I almost look like a unicorn, because
right. Yeah.
So this is how it works. They killed me there, and I got the bullet by like a ball in this incarnation. As a result, it's like the energy results from the other incarnations. Do you know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. I hear about that with birthmarks. It's funny that you said that too, because as I've been going through my awakening, and like right around here, a few years back, I developed a cyst, and the cyst came out and it got infected. And then I had looked like a marble sticking out of my head, and I had to have it, cut out and everything. So, yeah, I know, certain things like that. We have birthmarks on our body that could be, from past lives, unexplained birthmarks. And, exactly. It's all interesting, and energy is never created or destroyed. It only changes form. So we're in, like how you said, changing clothes. We're in a different form right now, but we've all lived before. And that's why we're all prepared for this. So, but when you talk about, the solar flash and witnessing many dimensions, you don't see this for the January event. You see this for further down the road.
I think, they don't want to tell me when it's going to occur, right? Because they don't want anyone to try to prevent it.
Right.
That's the first thing. We cannot forget that the dark side is still here. They are still working and putting the pressure on us, even if the head of the snake is already been cut off, but the tail doesn't know that. So the tail is still trying to wing it and putting it how it works. It's like the pyramid. Yeah. Right. The ones at the top, they know everything. Lower you get, they just know the parts of the plan. Yeah. They just got orders, you do that. So now, even if the top of the pyramid is gone, it's gone completely. The ones on the bottom, which they don't know the whole truth, they doesn't know that the top is gone.
Right.
So they are still working on with the plan, seeing slowly that the plan is collapsing, because it is collapsing big time.
Interesting.
And so this is how it actually works at the moment. So we will be seeing like shadows of what the top of the pyramid planned, because those who work for those on the top still trying to maneuver in those plans, thinking that they are still winning. They don't, because the snake had the head cut off and it's the tail only that is winging now. So we will be slowly seeing that there will be less pressure. Like I said in the last video, it's going to be up to end of February, which we are going to go up into the chaos. And then we will be like, sliding from the hill. So it will be better and better and lighter, more light will come, and everything will be clearing. But we cannot expect it's going to be like in one day. And it's like, we like do that or we live in the completely new world.
Right.
No, everything need to change. The world as it is in here, like a planet, like we are very, very thick. So everything need to get thinner, like
less dense, lighter.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So the same needs to happen with the planet, with our bodies. We need to be ready for it. Nobody sends the ascension and getting our body crystallized is going to be an easy process for the body. It's going to be painful.
Right.
It is going to hurt. And because this is the DNA structure changing, all cells in our body will be changing. So it will be painful. So that's why it is going to happen in waves as well. Those who are ready, they will start feeling it at the end of the January, the sixth wave of light. And so they later on, when they experience it on themselves, they can give us some tips on how to cope with it, how to help, what is helping, what we need to do to make this process faster maybe for us.
Right.
So it is always someone who is going first, and who is checking the field.
Right.
So some of us will be the first ones and you will be checking the field. So if something is starting to happening to your body and to your health at the end of January.
Oh, I think I might be checking it out already. As I'm making this now, and I shared with you, I haven't slept in a while. It's a different world right now. Very different.
Yeah, it is those energies. Like I said, I am sleeping actually more than I used to sleep. But this might be a case of exhaustion that I've got when I published the third part of my book, the level 3, the era of light, because I've got like 1 month posting and signing those books. It was over 15,000 books that I signed.
Oh, yeah.
And send it to my readers. And I was like waking up at 8 and going to bed like 1, 2 at night. And I was working all the time with the small break for dinner. So I gave myself like 1 month of laziness so I can actually charge my batteries, because they were on a so low level after that.
Right.
That I didn't have energy to do anything. And I didn't also feel the pressure from creator. He allows me to chill out for a bit. So I can actually be prepared for the work that needs to be done in 2022, which we already know is going to be quite full of energy.
Yeah.
And kind of energies, guys and ladies. It's going to blow everything we know away, and it will change us in a way we do not even expect now. Even I don't know how this year is going to change me.
Right. Yeah,
So
it's interesting. And the changes are definitely happening on the individual level as I'm feeling it right now, as we're making this. And as individuals, we will shift the collective. So we're all, experiencing the changes, and then, collectively we cause the shift, like, even a small group of people, if they all, meditate and pray and send energy of positivity, they can actually affect the field and affect the surroundings. So, it's important. And hopefully the more that our community grows, we'll get more and more people to focus their intention, their prayers, and start to, create the shift, because we're very powerful, and, we've been tricked, and the power has been, taken away from us, but it's only been hidden from us. We still have the power. So we're just realizing the power that we do have. But
we actually can see that we still have a power, because we do create what is around us. It's just we've been programmed to create what the dark side wants, because they place a seed, and we, by thinking of it, we create. They do not have a power of creation. So we do all that. So we need to learn how to create a beautiful world, which I actually shown in the third book, The Era of Light. I've been there, I've seen it. So in this book, the third book, it's a Polish version. So it's going to be a Star Children Era of Light in English. I am actually taking us to the future to show how to create. I am showing the way what we need to create in our hearts to get there. Because people are confused, and even if they have got lots of love and a high vibration in the heart chakra, they do not know what to create. And more of us have got the same vision, and this vision is going to get real quicker. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
It's like if one of us is dreaming, oh, I want the trees to be pink, and another one is dreaming, oh, I want the trees to be blue. Then they might not change colors.
Right.
But if like whole civilization, or I don't know, 20% of it will dream about trees being pink, who knows what the universe is going to reply.
Right.
So this is like the very very funny I missed the word now. So
it is interesting, and that's the power of the collective, so the more people that focus our intention, and that's why, I share on my channel, the more you disconnect from the TV, get out in nature, and you're more positive out in nature, and then you start to become the creator. Because if I'm out in nature and I'm sitting with my thoughts, I'm the one that's creating. I'm not watching the TV. I'm not watching another, reality. I'm starting to create the reality. And there's a lot of introspection right now. A lot of people are going within and starting to realize the life that they want to have. And now through free will, we have to start creating it. And the more that we are broadcasting it, and that's why, we were all tricked to, create a reality that didn't serve us. And the more we disconnect from the TV, and the more that we come together, we could start to create a beautiful reality. And that's the event, the shift of human consciousness. So,
we need to say, like, stop. You are not gonna tell us anymore what we're supposed to create. We are start to create what we want for us, not what they want. We need to start create what we want. And who wants bad things for themselves?
Right.
No one. Right. Not for themselves. So we need to start creating for us only. And if we do that, it is going to change, because no one wants the bad things for us, for ourselves. Like if I'm creating for myself, then I'm not going to be creating the bad events that might happen to me, because I don't want that. I want the beautiful things to happen.
Right.
So we need to do that, and we need to be light now, and fulfill that energy that is coming in us, and keep it there, and use it to awaken, and to be a you said the lighthouse.
Lighthouse, yes.
Yeah, and to enlighten the ways and the for other people's the roads. If you enlighten the road, they might actually choose it and go with it.
Right.
So
yeah, it's a lot of changes. We're all going through them. You know, we're learning that energy will manifest physically. So we're seeing the energy come in, you know, and there is no right or wrong, because linear time is fake. You know, I might be having experiences right now that maybe others will start to experience, you know, very soon as we go through the shift. But these energies are connected to us and our physical body, because our DNA is not what we were led to believe. A lot of people were led to believe that we have junk DNA. However, 93% of the function of DNA is light and sound reception and transmission. So we are broadcasting an electromagnetic signature into the quantum field to create the reality. And then there's also light codes that are coming in. So a lot of people hear about light codes, and it's going to go, light is information. Nikola Tesla said this, light is information. Think about when you were talking about two roads, one with the lights and one that's dark. Light is information. So if you're going in the road, if you're in a room that you've never been in before and the lights are on, you could navigate where you're going, you know where to go. When the lights are off, you have no information. You could fall down, you could fall into a pit.
Yeah, and you are getting the fear because you don't know.
Right.
So it is important to know, and it is important to know the truth, not the lies that we've been fed on for so many centuries now. It's been going on 3,000 years now.
Yeah.
It's been feeding us lies all the time. So we need to say stop and just start being a light and share love, and we will be fine. I've seen it. So
yeah,
we're getting there.
Yeah, we're going to make it. It might not be the way that we thought we were going to get there, but it will work out some way or another. So, it was great having you on again. And obviously we'll do this more and more. And, we'll leave links to your books in the description. Anything else you want to close with today?
I think those are the most important things that I wanted to share. So for those who will be first and leading to know what's happening to them. So do not get scared. Just dive deeply into your bravery and light, and because we do not know what to expect. So hopefully it will all go maybe better than we think, and quicker. So let us know how it goes.
I'm very grateful that you shared this. It even gives me some comfort, because I always share on my channel, when you go through ascension symptoms and you don't know what's going on, and all of a sudden everything starts feeling different, it gives us comfort that we know that others are going through it, and that these energies are changing who we are. Because then right away we think that something's wrong with us, but we're actually changing. And because we're changing, our outer world will begin to change as well. So,
I just at the end, I give you an example. One of my friends is usually when he's starting to feeling like odd, like different, like something is going on with his heart, and he's starting to being dizzy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I said to him once, like over a year ago, check if something is going on a Schumann resonance. If it is, that's why you are feeling this way. And since that time, when he's feeling like different, he's not Googling, what am I sick? Yeah, what is happening to me? And then Google says always cancer, cancer, cancer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually when you type in this is the result, it's coming.
Right.
And now he's checking Schumann resonance, and it is calming him down. So all those symptoms are being calmed down as well, because you are not escalating them.
Right.
Because the major thing is that if we are start feeling that something is wrong with our body,
right,
we are like diving into it, and we are escalating those emotions.
Yeah.
And our brain is catching this up, and it's escalating how the body is feeling. But if we know that it's like Schumann is telling us, oh, don't worry about it, it will be gone in a few hours. It's just the ascension symptoms. You are going to be a so beautiful 5-dimensional being.
Right.
So don't worry about this. And then you are actually calming down, and those symptoms are going away because you accepted them.
Right. And that's why I share a lot about the Schumann resonance on the channel. And then when you start to line it up and you say, oh, like the Schumann resonance is having a spike. And like you said before, it doesn't always have to be a major spike, you know, whether it's, you know, power 30 or 60, 77, it's unlocking something inside of you. And it gives us a lot of comfort that we see that, you know, something else is going out there. And that's why I always share about the Schumann resonance. And if you are new to our channel, you should check out the channel page. And I always give a Schumann resonance energy update whenever there is activity in the Schumann resonance. And, you know, I hope that, you know, we're
going to be updating a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot of updates coming. So, you know, we're both on different continents, and we're both, you know, sharing the same concept. So I'm grateful to have you on, and I'm sure we're going to be doing this a lot more. So take care.
Yeah, thank you, Michael, for having me on your channel. And I'm also hoping that we'll be chatting more, because every single day is bringing the new information. So I am hoping to share it not only with my Polish guys in Poland, where I live, but also with the whole world. So hopefully these messages will go as far as it can and help so many people as it can reach to.
Yes.
So thank you.
All right. Yes. I hope that this message is helpful for everyone. If you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel. Click the bell next to subscribe and select all, and you'll get all the updates. I post a daily video. Smash the like button and share the channel with other people that might resonate with this message, because you might feel alone, but we're all waking up and we're all going through the ascension process. And I'll include Anna's books in the description. And, you know that you're not alone, and know that we're headed towards the new earth. All right.
Yeah,
take care.
Here. Bye.
Bye. Bye.